Alright, welcome back everyone. UFC Fight Night, Whittaker against ALISKEROV just happened, and we're going to go over some of the results, kind of go over what I think about the fights, and we're going to start from the prelims. I don't really want to go too into depth with the prelims, they weren't really all that, a bunch of decisions. Chang Ho Lee, overall on the card actually, I want to go over, overall on the card I did pretty bad, it didn't go too well for me. I mean, I kind of saw that coming. I picked a lot of underdogs just to be different. I'm never doing that again. Screw that. I'm never picking underdogs again. I try to pick underdogs just to be different, kind of, because it could go right, but I just picked too many outlandish picks, especially my last pick, which we'll go over. That Ikram pick was horrible, turned out to be. Unfortunately, he got slept immediately, but we'll go over that lastly. Chang Li got the win, split decision, tough fight. I'm gonna fly through these. Magomed he actually got some good strikes against Brunson Ribeiro. Got a majority decision in there. I did pick Ko Kang here. Unfortunately, he didn't get it done against Gafarov. Kind of expected, he was the favorite. Renat actually had a close fight with Nicholas Dalby. It was actually a split decision. Renat did some of that wrestling, some of that sort of just laying on Nicholas Dalby for a couple rounds, but it was a close fight. Nicholas Dalby was able to strike with him. He did pretty well, but a lost split decision. Very close for him. I'm very impressed with him. I didn't expect him to do all that. So he did get a close decision loss there. Neymar against Felipe Lima. This Neymar, I'm pretty sure, got. He was doing well, and then he got caught in a rear naked choke, I believe it was, against Felipe Lima. So he caught the L there. One of the first fighters with the letter V at the end of their name here who caught an L today. And then for the last prelim, just very quickly, Hawk Paras against Jared Gordon. This was actually a close fight. If you look at the stats, oh my God, not Jared Gordon. Look at the stats. If you look at the stats here, the fight was actually very close. As you can see, no takedowns, no submission attempts. This fight was on the feet most of the time. And as you can see, the total strikes, Jared landed more, but he had like 5 less significant strikes, and he lost that decision. Very tough decision to lose for Jared Gordon. It's really unfortunate. He did get beat up. His face did look beat up. I think he took a little bit more damage, but it's just unfortunate because the numbers, someone has to win, someone has to lose. Just unfortunate he took another loss here, especially after getting robbed after that infamous Paddy Pimblett decision. Jared Gordon back in the losers bracket. Unfortunately for him. Now let's get to what everyone wants to see. The main event wasn't bad. We had some nice flatline KOs, some nice knockouts, some good performances overall. Very happy with this. The UFC gloves are indeed fixed. They're not broken. These new gloves are not broken. We have seen some flatline KOs with the gloves this time. Starting off the first fight, Johnny Walker against Volkan Ozdemir. Guys, I said it. I picked Johnny Walker because I thought he could fight behind the jab and just kind of keep his distance away from Ozdemir. Maybe he can clean a decision here. Yeah, I think it's over for Johnny Walker. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I said he has no chin, but I thought he's gonna fight behind the jab. I thought he's gonna be smart. Of course, Johnny Walker not smart at all. Just walked into a couple of punches. Oh, I gotta give credit to Ozdemir. He hit him so hard a couple of times. Johnny Walker ate like 2 jabs and got flatlined immediately. Ozdemir hit him with a crazy shot, knocks him down, lands on his legs, like twisted behind his back, basically unconscious. Gets another shot in there. He's completely laid out on the floor, unconscious. Johnny Walker yet again, and he even starts like seizing a little, and people started kind of getting worried for him. But yeah, another brutal KO for Johnny Walker. But yeah, downfall of Johnny Walker. It's still commending. We are still here for it. Unfortunate for Johnny Walker. The man has 0 chin. He has wet toilet paper chin, as we like to call it. He's just finished. I feel bad for him, but good for him for Volkan Ozdemir. He looks very good today. I can't wait to see him fight like a top 5 opponent. Maybe I'll do that for like a next video. I'll see like who can they all fight. Volkan Ozdemir, great performance. I'm glad to see him in the winners column. I actually like him. I should have picked him, but again, try to pick Johnny Walker. I thought he was gonna be smart for once in his goddamn life. Yep, never again picking him. Sharon Magomedov against Antonio Tricoli. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Antonio Tricoli needs to be dropped in the UFC. That man, I don't know. I think he came today just to collect a paycheck. I'm going to be honest. He threw about, I don't even know how many strikes he threw. I want to check, actually. I want to check how many strikes he threw. He threw 39 strikes the whole fight. 16 significant strikes landed. That's an abomination. The man, if you were wondering how the fight went down, it basically went down for Antonio Tricoli trying to take down Sheriff for the first 2 rounds. He got no luck on it. Sheriff had good takedown defense, much improved. His takedown defense has improved, but Tricoli had nothing for him, absolutely nothing, unfortunately for him. But Sheriff Magomedov kind of just rushed into Tricoli. Round 3, he got his hits in, and if you guys wanted to want a reenactment of the fight, Round 3 was just Tricoli, which he did for most of the fight, by the way. He just stood in front of Sharamagomedov, sort of walked towards him, and threw 0 jabs and 0 kicks the whole time. I am not joking. Watch the fight back. This man didn't throw any strikes. Cut him from the UFC. We are done with him. You are a fighter. You get paid to fight, and you are not going to throw any jabs or kicks or anything meaningful against Sharamagomedov. Get him out. Give Shara a good opponent. I'm done with this shit. I really am. To not throw anything and then to just get TKO'd by Sharamagomedov. Good for Shara. He showed some resilience, some good takedown defense at least. He did cheat. Round 2, he did hold onto the cage, which he did earlier in round 1 also. He did blatantly hold onto the cage. It could have gone different. Tricoli actually taken him down in round 2. Shara held on the cage. He kind of apologized to Mark Goddard, and Mark Goddard was like, yeah, that's fine. Like, an apology will do. In my opinion, the point should have been taken. He would have won anyway. Maybe if he didn't get submitted, but he would have won anyway, probably. I'm glad that Tricoli didn't win. He didn't deserve to win anyway. Absolute fraudster. Next fight, Kevin Gastelum against Daniel Rodriguez. This fight, middleweight fight, because KG's fat ass couldn't make welterweight. I'm done with this dude. Like, UFC got to stop entertaining these people who can't make weight. Like, you can't have a welterweight bout scheduled and then, like, the week before be like, oh, actually, can we fight middleweight? Like, you can't do that, because your opponent has been actually cutting his weight, has been doing his due diligence, cutting his diet, while KG's eating tacos on the side. What the fuck is going on? Like, cut this dude's, half his purse should be gone. I'm done with this shit. Like, how is it even allowed in the UFC? I don't know. KG, good performance. It was an alright performance. They kind of just boxed in the pocket for about 3 rounds. That's basically what happened. Unanimous decision for KG was deserved. I would say 2-1. Daniel Rodriguez did well, and I think it was round 1 or 2. I think it was round 2, I believe. I'm not sure though. But yeah, KG, he threw more kicks. Daniel Rodriguez didn't throw any kicks. He just tried to box KG for 3 rounds. Didn't go well for him. It was a mid fight. Good for KG at least. He got a win in middleweight, whatever. Co-main event, Sergey Pavlovich against Alexander Volkov. This was a okay fight. It wasn't as entertaining as we would have thought with these 2 power punchers, especially Sergey Pavlovich, who hits like a freight train. Not as entertaining. Volkov got his good win. He basically just jabbed at him and teeped at him and leg kicked at him for about 3 rounds. Really just tried to stay out of Pavlovich's distance, which is what Volkov should always be doing, to be honest. He kind of tapped into that. I did not expect that from him. He finally did it. Of course, I picked Pavlovich as soon as he tried to play smart, and he got a good win there. He wasn't really in any danger. Pavlovich, he just got his face chewed up by the jab of Volkov. Just too long for him. He got no chance to come in and really get any good hits off. Volkov got a good head kick at the end. Could have really knocked him down. But other than that, nothing really much happened in this fight. Happy for Volkov. Got a big win. I'm happy for him because he's gonna face some good opponents now in heavyweight. I'm actually intrigued to see, because he is ranked number 5, I think. So we're gonna see him fight some good opponents. And other than that, nothing really to say. And then we get to the main event, Robert Whittaker against Ikram ALISKEROV. Let's just say this event, this whole card kind of went by quickly, if you haven't noticed. We got a lot of finishes, which is good. We want to see some finishes. We got some round 1 finishes, some round 3 finishes. And the last fight ended up in a round 1 finish. It ended at 149. It ended for like 3 minutes. It lasted for 3 minutes. Whittaker came in there. I do want to say, I only picked ALISKEROV to be different. I saw all these UFC fighters glazing him. They were saying that Ikram ALISKEROV, he's the real deal. We've seen him like spar. We've seen him do jiu-jitsu. He's like competing with the elites and striking, jiu-jitsu, wrestling. And people were glazing him. It fitted my agenda. I really want Robert Whittaker. I don't want him to lose, but I wouldn't mind if he had lost, just to see like a new blood in the rankings. Turns out this guy's an absolute fraud. Basically what happened, he got hit with 1 good shot from Robert Whittaker, and he got wobbled like never before. Homie looked like a toppling domino. He absolute clown behavior. Wobbled off of 1 punch. It was a good punch, to be fair, Robert Whittaker. Wobbled him badly. Robert Whittaker went for a nice head kick, kind of slipped and missed. Ikram kind of like dived on the floor, kind of like fell with his knee on the floor, got back up. Robert Whittaker feints, jabs, hits him with a mean uppercut, straight on the chin of ALISKEROV. He goes down immediately, just TKO all over the mat. Robert Whittaker didn't even need to throw any follow-up punches. He was just down for the count. He just didn't look ready. You know, it's one of those things where like you face a top 3 opponent in your division, and you just see like the difference in like skill and everything. he just wasn't ready for this top 3 fight. He needs to go back to the drawing board, back to outside the rankings, in my opinion, and just try to beat up on some more cans and try to get better, because that was not a good performance. And it wasn't like he was on short notice, because he was preparing for the fight before this. But yeah, good win for Robert Whittaker. Next fight is obviously Robert Whittaker, Sean Strickland. They got to make that. Make it in Perth would be ideal. Maybe it's too soon for Sean Strickland, because he did get kind of beat up with his legs. But Robert Whittaker didn't take any damage whatsoever, like literally no damage. Did ALISKEROV even land any strikes? Let's see how many strikes he landed. He landed 5 significant strikes. Yeah, I mean, he took a plane to Saudi Arabia to land 5 strikes. There you go. Kind of sums up Robert Whittaker's performance. He just absolutely just starched ALISKEROV in the first round, unfortunately for him. Yeah, I mean, no chin. Really, like, surprising to see. We usually see Dagestanians with a better chin than that, but the first hit he got hit by, he just gets absolutely wobbled and goes down. Good uppercut by Robert Whittaker. Good fight from him overall. I think now I do have a theory here. I don't really blame Ikrov that much, because if you guys remember, Ikram was supposed to fight over here. He was supposed to fight Tricoli at the main event of the last fight night. Maybe Ikram knew that Tricoli was a can and he didn't need to kind of train as much, because God, he was a can. Tricoli was not good. But then it turned out Hamzat dropped and kind of fucked over Ikram, because he was not prepared for this fight whatsoever. Yeah, it just felt like a complete mismatch, unfortunately, for Ikram. But I'm happy that Robert win, actually. I'm happy because I feel like we're going to get a good showdown with Sean against Robert. Hopefully it's on the Izzy card. Hopefully Sean can make it. But we all know Sean. He's going to bitch about it for like the money. He's going to complain a lot about being all this and fighting again for the title when he already fought Paulo Costa. The UFC should just tell him to suck it up, or Robert Whittaker's getting the next title shot. Let's be real here. Robert Whittaker says he's down for the next Izzy against DDP. He's down to be a backup, which is good. I like that from Robert, because he took 0 damage, so why not, right? Excited for Robert there. Good win. Overall, the event was fun. We had some good knockouts. Finally, UFC gloves are not broken. They're back. We're back, baby. Prelims were okay. I mean, they were all right. Shout out for Shang Holi for winning the Ultimate Fighter event, whatever it's called. Yeah, I mean, good event overall. Good knockouts. Tomorrow I'll probably do a video on like some of the news, some of the fights to make after this, and overall, yep, that's good. Comment down below like what you guys think about like some of these fights. What's your favorite moment? Are you like looking forward for that DDP Izzy fight or like that Robert Sean fight? Comment down below. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.